The all-new 102.7.
It's Mike Adam from New 1027 radio.com station here with Camila.
What's up?
Nothing.
You definitely have a radio voice.
Oh, that was my radio voice,
I just saw you transform completely into a different person.
Yeah, before we started this, I was like,
talking,
hey, Camila,
what's up? Yeah, I love coffee. And he was like, hello, it is 102.7.
I thought about you the other day. I saw that. Did you see the banana taped to a wall in Miami? It was part of like an art exhibit thing.
I made that.
I thought you bought it. Did
I
you know somebody
bought
it for $120,000?
That was me.
It was,
Just
right?
kidding. No, I would never do that. Why would I do that?
Rich people buy crazy things.
I know. I don't do that.
The album is amazing.
Thanks, man.
The growth you show as an artist, I think it's just super cool.
Thank you. So nice.
As a songwriter, are there like one or two lines you could think of that you were most proud of?
There's one line in a song that I really like where I say, I was not living, I was just writing about it, which, I don't know, to me is really special because that's how I felt. Like before this album, it was like I was writing about the emotions of love, but I wasn't really living them.
Right.
Wasn't really experiencing them.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of this whole album represents, is actually just living.
And I think the fans could tell, right? Whether or not something's authentic or, you're just...
For sure. I mean, and everything comes from a real thing. It's just that there's a difference between writing a song about, somebody that you kind of like barely had a thing with over like a couple days or something than like a actual relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other lines in there?
I'm trying to think. I love the song First Man about my dad that says, you were the first man that really loved me.
Listen, the first time I heard that song, I was on the subway.
Do you have kids?
Actually, my wife's due April 11th.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. But I
Do you know what gender it is?
We're not finding out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I listened to that song on the subway, just sobbing in public.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Thank you.
Did your parents know you were working on that, or?
They didn't know until after I wrote it. Like when I came home from the studio that day, I showed it to my mom. And I don't remember what her reaction was, but I remember when it was done, like when I finished writing it, she was like losing it. She was crying.
Was there a big reveal for your dad, or?
It was actually so annoying. The song got leaked and I wasn't home, and I was waiting to play it for him when I got home, and it got leaked through the internet, and he texted me that he heard it, and he texted me that he cried. But it's okay because I'm going to perform it in person, and I'll see him cry there.
You have to be honest with me. Is that why you got the tattoo for your mom? Because you were like, I'm totally playing favorites right now. I need to even things out.
Well, I think honestly, it's so funny. Like I wrote a song. There's a song I wrote with Alejandro Sanz. We wrote it together. That was like inspired by my sister. This song is inspired by my dad. I feel like I'm like knocking every family member. Like now my mom is the one left, but everybody from my family's got something.
Yeah. There was a rumor a little while ago that you were going to be a part of the West Side Story movie.
Yeah.
Was there ever any truth to that? Like, did you audition, or?
There actually wasn't. I mean, I considered it, but at the time I just was like, I don't really feel like this is right for me right now, which it wasn't. So yeah, no, there actually wasn't. Truth to that.
Have you been going on a lot of auditions?
No, well, I'm playing Cinderella in this remake of Cinderella that's going to be filming next year, and I think that I just like read the script for that, and I was like, okay, this seems like so much fun. I have to do it.
Yeah.
So,
do you feel out of your element at all with acting, or? I
mean, I feel like I constantly have to be growing. So I think that it's a challenge for sure, but it just teaches me new ways of being and of creating, and teaches me a lot about life, actually.
Yeah.
And I think everything, when you really pay attention to it, teaches you.
I think a lot of your music videos are kind of mini movies, and you crush it with the acting in there.
Bro.
So you'll be fine.
Thanks. Hope so.
There was, so I thought about you with the banana in Miami, and then I also thought about you with, have you seen or did you hear about the show Selena Gomez did for Netflix?
Yes.
What's it called? Living Undocumented?
Yes, I did. I saw a few episodes of that, yeah.
Because I know it's like something that's near and dear to your heart as well, and I could totally see you doing something along those lines eventually, like where you mesh your creative with like a passion project like that.
100%. Yeah, I feel like I would love to do that. I would love to do that about a lot of things. I would love to do it about, I mean, that series is just took my breath away.
It's cool.
I mean, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
I would love to do that about a lot of things. Climate change is actually something I'm super passionate about. I'm reading this book right now, which is crazy. It's called The Uninhabitable Earth, which is basically about how none of us really know the severity of the situation that we're in right now.
Yeah.
And it's basically like up to, I'm not exactly sure what the timetable is, but like basically in the next few years is when we have the capacity to change things around. Otherwise we're creating change that's irreversible, literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to do something with that as well.
Awesome. You could link up with Leo DiCaprio. He's always, I follow him on Instagram.
I follow him on Instagram.
Like, the stuff he posts on there is pretty cool.
Yeah, and actually Sean is super passionate about it. And I think he was the one that really started talking to me about it in a way that I hadn't heard before. And I was like, oh, I have to like do my research on this. And it's insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I saw the Fallon performance.
Thanks.
It was so good. I was telling you before.
Thanks, man.
How'd you decide on getting DaBaby on there?
DaBaby. I like how everybody just like, I like how you say his name.
It's like Megan the Stallion.
Yeah, exactly. You got to say it how it's spelled for sure. Can't say the baby.
Yeah.
It's DaBaby. Well, I was obsessed with Suge for forever. And I just got turned on to him as a rapper. And I was like, oh my God, he's incredible.
Yeah.
And I was like, he would sound perfect on this song. And
he sounds perfect on that song.
He sounds perfect on this song.
Yeah, great. I saw the little Insta story of you rapping the lyrics. You were like spot on with it.
Thanks, man.
Before we wrap up, a couple of things. Your buddy Taylor Swift celebrating the big 3-0.
Wow, Dirty 30.
Yeah. Did you FaceTime her, text her, call her?
I texted her. I'm gonna see her today though.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you purchase for Taylor Swift? Like that's stressful.
I know. I think you have to go with something heartfelt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
You haven't gotten her anything yet?
Not yet.
Did you get her something last year? You've been tight for a while. I
have, but we've never been in, I didn't see her for like the whole month of last year. So I just like, we'll write her a long letter text.
Yeah. Speaking of Taylor, the Lover remix, I'm assuming you heard that before it came out, right?
Yeah.
Were you like, where's my remix? Or,
what do you mean?
Yeah, were you like, Sean got this remix?
Oh no, I was so excited for him. I was like, dude, this is Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like we have both been listening to our song since we were 13 years old. And they just sound perfect together. It sounded like it was meant to be.
Yeah. Did he wrote his own verse on there, right?
Yeah, of course.
I would have been terrified. Like you're writing on a Taylor Swift song. Like what if she came back and was like, fix A, B, and C?
But I feel like he's so good at writing his truth, you know, like I think whatever he's on, like even in that song, it sounds honest. Like it sounds like him, you know?
Yeah.
And same with her part, sounds like her.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I love the album. Thank you so much for popping over.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything coming up.
Thanks, man.
The all new 102.7.